The worst thing that happens to you, this is really key. And for some of you, this is gonna have to be something you're gonna have to chew on, because some of you have been through some really difficult and trying times, and gone through and experienced difficult things in your life. But listen to me. The worst thing that happens to you may be the best thing that can happen to you if you don't let it get the best of you. Let me repeat that. The worst thing that happens to you may be the best thing that can happen to you if you don't let it get the best of you. I have seen so many people so focused on what's happened to them in the past. I call them rear view mirror livers. I mean, these are people who just spend all their time looking in the rear view mirror in their past, and they're never seeing what's out in front of them. And yes, I acknowledge there are some terrible things that people have experienced. I've certainly experienced some difficult things. I know others have experienced difficult things. Some people have experienced horrible, traumatic, game-changing type things. I get it. But the key is you can either dwell on that and it can define your life, or you can let it actually be the best thing that have happened to you by looking back and seeing how it can be a stepping stone for the next step in your life. Remember, I told you a little earlier that your story is important. I can tell you that oftentimes some of the worst things that's happened to us can end up being the best thing, because we can now have a place of reference where we can help others through that very same thing. All right? So it's very important. Those of you, I'll give you some hope here. Those of you maybe who have experienced a divorce, yeah, it's painful. It hurts. It's the worst thing that can happen to you in your life, right? It affects so many different relationships. The thing is, though, is that can you use that as a stepping stone to being a better spouse in the future? Can you use it as a stepping stone to help others through the same process? Can you use it as a stepping stone to say, okay, I wasn't the person I needed to be. Now I need to be that person. Can you change and be better? There's a lot of things that you can do. So the worst thing that happens to you may be the best thing that can happen to you if you don't let it get the best of you.